If you back in the day used to watch Touched by an Angel with the grandma or your mom, or you just like Touched by an Angel because we're at an older age now, you may have not seen this episode, however, because I don't remember seeing this episode with my mom of Touched by an Angel. You are about to get an insight into an episode of Touched by an Angel that we are both getting familiar with. And boy, oh boy, the commentary on this video, okay, let's just say it's a 4-minute clip, but I may have to play it twice. In the segment called Touched by an Angel. Here we go.
Okay, this outrageous episode of Touched by an Angel where, to understand racism, they make her black. If you're unfamiliar, it's a show from the 90s where God puts an angel on earth in the form of a soft-spoken Irish woman named Monica, and she helps people make good decisions, like she helps pregnant teens decide to keep the baby. And you need to know the grip this show had on America. Like, this racism episode was in the 5th season, and it had 20 million viewers live. This episode, Monica has been sent to this small town to see that a black man has been lynched on the same weekend that they're going to have Rosa Parks in town. Now, Monica, being an angel and everything, is like, something ain't right about this. So she tells the town leaders, who all gather around the body and decide to hide it so that it doesn't ruin their Rosa Parks weekend.
I could take the body back to the morgue town without anybody noticing.
He lived out in the woods. He doesn't have any family. No one's gonna miss him, I'm afraid.
Now, Monica is the only one out of the group that's like, actually, I feel like we should probably tell someone about this. So they put her in jail so that she doesn't talk about the murder and ruin Rosa Parks' weekend. Then she interrogates them one by one on their side of the story, but she's the one in jail, and they put her there. So, like, why is she interrogating? What kind of justice system is this? And she learns that the black woman who has organized Rosa Parks' weekend is only hiding this murder so that she can meet Rosa Parks.
I mean, Rosa Parks has been my hero ever since I was a little girl.
And Monica's like, you dumb bitch. You don't get it yet, but it's gonna take a white Irish angel to show you what it really means to be black. So then God makes her black, and they literally put her in blackface in a wig. It's just all so unnecessary. They were like, no, get the darkest shade of euphoria and put on that 4C wig, babe. And we cannot ignore the uncanny resemblance to Rachel Dolezal. It is eerily similar. Like, this might have been the blueprint. Like, Rachel saw this episode as a 11-year-old white girl in Montana and was like, that's it, that's my thing. So now Monica is really learning a few things about being black, which include... I am so sorry for laughing. It's just such clownery. She learns that people treat you differently. And she also learns another thing.
Something else had changed, too. I felt thirsty.
She's also thirstier? Oh, just got the classic black thirst. It was at this point where I was like, who actually wrote this episode? And it's her, Martha, the perfect person to tell 20 million people about the black experience. And this was the director. So it all makes sense. I think you might have found your suspect for the hate crime right there. So then the racists who killed the first guy see her, and they're like, gotta get another one. So she is running for her life, trying not to get lynched, while also trying to get that Emmy nomination. And she falls on a rock.
In that moment, I realized everything. I was human, and I was going to die. Please, make me white again.
So she begs God to make her white so she doesn't die. But, like, aren't you an angel? Like, aren't you not alive anyway? Or unless heaven sucks. She's like, I do not want to go back there. I mean, makes sense. They're working her to the bone on these goddamn missions every day. So then Martha runs to Rosa Parks and she's like, I know what it's like to be black. And this is the real Rosa Parks, by the way. Like, they got Rosa Parks to do this. But Rosa just has this, like, perma smile on her face the whole episode. Like, the woman did not know what was going on. So then Martha talks to her supervisor because, yes, heaven has supervisors. It is a capitalist society, apparently. And Martha is so embarrassed because she asked God to make her white because she could not take being murdered and being so thirsty.
Because you can't go on preaching against the darkness until you've seen it in yourself first. And there are not too many politically correct ways to do that.
Ah, there's the lesson. It might be politically incorrect, but you cannot really fight racism until you spend a day in blackface.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm that person. I don't find it offensive.
I'm confused
Sorry,
about
man.
the thirst. I'm confused why she got extra thirsty because now she was black. Wait, what?
That took me out. When the thirsty thing, I was like, I also noticed something else. I can't. I'm more thirsty. Like, what?